Hey guys, this is Angela Yarborough and Dr. Jerry Yarborough. We're back on Therapy Thursdays with Louisiana Living, and today we're going to be talking about plantar fasciitis. So let's hand it over to the expert.
Welcome back. Like Angela said, I'm Dr. Jerry Yarborough, physical therapist, and we're the owners of Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Ruston and Jonesboro, Louisiana, and now El Dorado, Arkansas. So welcome. What we do here on Therapy Thursdays is we present impairments or conditions that interfere with your life and interfere with you doing activities that you like doing. So we talk about those conditions, and then we talk about ways that therapy can help you get back to doing the things that you want to do. So as Angela mentioned, today we're going to be talking about plantar fasciitis. If you've ever had it, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. I had a personal experience with this, and I was working out in the yard. I think is actually when COVID hit, and we were all stuck at home. And in our backyard, we have a little farm, a little residential farm, and our chicken house is kind of up on a hill. And we were building maybe some new rabbit cages or something up there. So I was doing a lot of climbing that hill and pushing a wheelbarrow up that hill. And like most weekend warrior type injuries, my body was not prepared to do that. And I was having to push a lot on my feet and my legs to get that wheelbarrow up the hill. And what happened is it caused a lot of trauma and inflammation to the bottom of my feet. And the next day I tried to get up out of bed and I thought I was going to die. The bottom of my feet hurt so bad. And that's what plantar fasciitis is. We're going to talk in the next segment a little more specific about the anatomy, but it's a connective tissue on the bottom of our feet. And whenever you have a repetitive micro trauma to it, it gets really inflamed and causes a lot of pain. So I want you to come back to the next segment. We're going to briefly go over the anatomy, and then we're going to talk about things that physical therapy can do to help you. And then as always, we end on our last segment with things that you can do at home today to help you resolve your issues. So
I just have to say that chicken house looked really good.
It does. All right, we'll see you next segment.
Welcome back to Therapy Thursdays on Louisiana Living. We are Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. I'm Angela Yarborough, and this is Dr. Jerry Yarborough. And in the previous segment, he talked about plantar fasciitis and how he went through that. And I'm so glad that it is the most common form of cause of heel pain, but I'm so glad that there's something that we can do about that, because I have a lot more chicken house work for him to do. So tell us.
All right, yes, welcome back to this segment on Louisiana Living. So what we are going to be talking about is heel pain, better known in the medical world as plantar fasciitis. Heel pain is actually, or plantar fasciitis is actually the most common cause of heel pain. And right here, we're going to look at this picture of the bottom of the foot and the plantar fascia. It starts at your heel and spans up your foot, connects into the base of your toes. And what happens is that fascia gets really tight due to overuse, doing weekend warrior activities like what I did, climbing up the hill, working on the chicken coop. You get micro tears in there. Prolonged standing in professions like teachers or factory workers, improper footwear is really a common cause also. So it's extremely painful and can really affect your ability to even walk. So briefly, I'm going to talk about what we do in physical therapy. The most effective intervention that we can use in therapy is called trigger point dry needling. We insert very small, thin acupuncture needles into specific areas of your calf and your feet to help release the tension and the inflammation the pain in the foot. We can also do kinesiotaping to help support. And here at Fyzical, we actually have class 4 lasers, and that laser is an accumulation of light energy that penetrates to a cellular level to help promote that cellular repair. Again, helping decrease the inflammation and the pain that you're having. In therapy, we're also going to make sure that we teach you proper stretching and strengthening. In our feet, we have a lot of muscles, and we really got to keep them good and strong and flexible to help support that foot so that we can do the things that we love. So come back to the next segment, and we'll be talking about what you can do at home to help you today. Thank you. So welcome back to our last segment today, where we're talking about plantar fasciitis. Again, I'm Dr. Jerry Yarborough, physical therapist with Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of Ruston and Jonesboro, Louisiana, and now El Dorado, Arkansas. And so what we're talking about, again, is plantar fasciitis, which is the most common cause of heel pain. It's caused by overuse or microtrauma to the plantar fascia in the bottom of your foot. It spans from your heel to the base of your toes. And jobs where you have to stand a lot, like teaching or working at a factory, improper footwear, all those things can cause pain on the bottom of your foot, known as plantar fasciitis. So, as I always like to end our segments, I want to give you something that you can do today to help yourself, okay? So I'm going to show you a calf stretch that'll stretch your plantar fasciitis and your calf, because both of those things get tight. And one really important thing with stretching, no matter what you're stretching, remember, it is not to be painful. It can be a little uncomfortable, but not painful. If it's causing you pain, you're causing more trauma. God gave us that sensation to say, cut it out, you're hurting me, and it's going to cause more trauma. So here at Fyzical, we have these little half rolls that you can put your foot up on here like this, and you just shift your weight forward, and you get a good stretch of that calf muscle and the plantar fasciitis. Again, you only want a gentle stretch. I want you to hold this for 30 seconds and do it at least 3 times. During an active phase of plantar fasciitis, you're going to need to do this multiple times throughout the day. If you don't have a half roll, you can use anything that's about 1 inch or 2 inches high. And again, position your foot up on it, shift your weight forward, and get a good stretch. Now, the other thing we're going to tell you to do is to get a Coke bottle, like a 20 ounce Coke bottle, and fill it full of water and freeze it. And you're going to want to roll your foot on it. You're going to apply some pressure, and you're going to roll your foot on it, okay? Here at Fyzical, we also offer these foot rollers that can be used also, okay? You're going to apply pressure from your foot onto the roller and stretch out that plantar fasciitis. And another very important component is a night splint. Now, there's all kinds of big, heavy boots that often get prescribed. I've done a lot of research and looking to find the most least invasive night splint, and this is it right here. We carry these at Fyzical locations. They're very comfortable to wear, and they're not very hot. So again, those are the 3 things that you can be doing today to help yourself resolve your heel pain. If you need more assistance than that, come see us at Fyzical, and we look forward to seeing you next week here on Therapy Thursdays in Louisiana Living. Thank you.